You don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Watson on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Reset. 19. 54.
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Wood. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got nothing. Hey, echo. Hey, check mark 50. Mike is a 50. Check mark 50.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 35 on second down, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trubisky will throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing on second down. Trubisky being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pollard going to try the right side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Alert, 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 alert. We got an alpha. We got 3.
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play. 31. Watch 55.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Check safety, check safety.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And some space here. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Cohen, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Hurd there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score Texans 21, Bears 20.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken at the 3.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Faking the give. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, his second sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's real.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Bears 27, Texans 21. O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
It's second and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Watson now to throw. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. from the gun. Here's Watson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bullet good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D, let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Trubisky now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard, 50 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, this is Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll take this one in for a... Texans touchdown. Bo Scarborough 39 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They try again with Cohen. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Rush in! Rush in! Motion, motion, motion!
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, this offense has marched up and down the field during this game. It's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Get that ball! Get that ball! Check 43!
They begin on the ground with Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 50, it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, Kamara. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Watson now from the gun. He'll throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Second down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
41, Bears 33.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Now Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's... Third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is heard. It's complete. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Get him. Get him. Get him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go play action here on first down. And Woods has it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Watson operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Houston.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 25, check 25, check 25.
From the gun, Watson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down, Texans.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
The busy night continues for Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 33 and a first. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And an alley to run. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Back to throw. Through an opening, and there he goes. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Texans, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.